half-ass off grid here again. I wanted to do a review of this little guy because A, this thing is badass, and B, you never know, you do reviews, people might send you stuff, especially free, my favorite word. So this is a classic accessories Clark Fork model of it's a one-man pontoon. Got 2 oar locks, 2 compartments for your gear, has a little basket in the back in case you need it. It also has a stripping basket that's not on here, but I'll tell you what, I love this thing. My wife and my daughter got it for me before my daughter went off to college, because I can't really pack around a 17-foot canoe anymore. This thing is super light, super convenient, super maneuverable. The only downfall it has is it doesn't have a lot of traction on the water because it sits high. So if it's windy, it's going to be a tough day. But other than that, this thing is paid for itself. So tell you what, let's go check it out, take it to the lake, because it's like 90 degrees out and I just got off work. So let's get on the water. So this is basically how we load it up. Put the wife's kayak in and my little pontoon on top of it. I don't think we're fishing today. I'll show you some fishing footage on the video later, but like I said, it's about 90. Time to hit the lake. Like I said, this thing is a dream to paddle. You can spin around, you can paddle it frontwards, you can paddle backwards. I've actually figured out how to troll with this thing. The speed I'm going at right now is a little quick for the trolling, but I just want to show how easy it was to move around. But I tell you what, this thing is easy to get around in once you figure it out. It does have a few quirks because probably it's so light in the water. And it's different than anything I've ever paddled, but like I say, once you figure it out, it is about as simple and intuitive as you can see. Pretty easy to get it to go where you want to go, so I figured I'd try and put the nose of the wife's kayak in here just to see what would happen. Extremely maneuverable.
Yeah.
This thing's a winner. It's probably paid for itself in the amount of fish it's caught, consider market price. And it's stable. If you fall off of this, it's your own problem. It's your own fault. Don't mind my wife on her kayak.
Sorry about that. Got turned a little sideways.
This thing's stable.
Was trying to keep it stable with just a little hip motion, but it wasn't quite working enough.
Yeah, this little guy is worth its money. I don't see how you could go wrong, especially if you want to fish smaller lakes or take a dip. We'll do that in a second. You can totally see this thing has no effect on the fish. They are not scared at all. Either that or these are sunfish. But I just thought it was pretty funny. We had them all school up underneath us while we were taking a quick dip on the rocks. This kind of reminds me of those fish pedicures that you see that they do in Japan, but the only thing is I think they're more interested in what's in the goo on the rocks than anything. Still pretty entertaining.
Great evening for a Grand Teton Bluebird Pilsner. Oh my gosh, we found this stuff at a beer and wine tasting event, and wow.
So if you see us Grand Teton, send us free stuff. We'll give you a shout out.
Shameless plug, we love it.
So if you're fishing in the spring, you just put some waders on and your boots. This is me doing a little trolling from one of my other videos, and as you can see, once it's warm, you just throw your sandals on and you're good to go. Here's a small sample size of some of the success that I have had in this little guy. So I just wanted to say again, it's worth its weight in gold. Till next time, find your balance. This is just a small sample of a couple of days I had out, and like I said, you can see it produces. Great little boat. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Until next time, find your balance.